Charleston played really well. They're a good team. Got to give them credit. They attacked us from the get-go. They missed some shots early to get us. We got to a 4-0 lead, and after that, they didn't miss a whole lot of shots. And defensively, I don't think we played that poorly. They changed a couple things after they saw how we were playing the ball screens to flip it and then drive right down the middle, which is a little different than what they normally do. And you got to give them credit. We didn't adjust as quickly as we needed to. Our guys defensively, we talked about it, and they're athletic, long, physical, and if they get into the lane, and we challenged them. They made some tough shots, but sometimes it doesn't matter. We made a bunch of shots the other night, even if they're challenged or not, and they made a bunch of shots tonight. And we need a couple of threes to go in or a couple outside shots to go in so they wouldn't be jamming down so much on Devontae, but he had an unbelievable night. We got him 22 shots, which is great. Obviously we always want to give him as many as possible because it puts a lot of pressure on the defense, gets them in foul trouble, gives us a chance to be successful. And, we just kept competing. You look at the stats whenever the game was tied in the second half, maybe 14 minutes ago. If you look at the stat sheet at that point, you're thinking, how the heck is this game tied? They're shooting 70% from the field. They're probably out rebounds at the time, but we just kept competing, and just didn't work out. We ran out of gas, and they made the plays.
3 games in
5 days.
Did it finally catch up to you guys tonight a little bit?
I don't know why we were short on our shots, but the last game we were 15 to 30, and everybody was making them. It sort of snowballed. If we would have started the game making them, maybe other guys would have felt comfortable. I don't know. Maybe they're putting a little too much pressure on themselves, shooting a little quicker. Now, I will say this. Charleston does a great job closing out. So you think you're open, and you take your little extra split second, all of a sudden they challenge your shot. So they're really, really good defensively on closing out, and so that was a difference, and maybe why we were a little short. Maybe we didn't get our legs ready in time. Maybe we just rushed it a little bit, but most of the ones we missed were short tonight, and you can attribute that to a lot of things, but the simple matter is we didn't make the shots when we had them, and they did.
Did you feel like the effort was there defensively tonight? It just wasn't clear?
Yeah, I thought our effort was there. And like I said, they just attacked us off the dribble, and which we thought they would, but a lot of times they attack it the other way. And like I said, they flipped that ball screen, and so our defender was there, and then all of a sudden he flipped it, and so he chose the other way, and then they just went the other way. So I thought the effort was pretty good. Obviously I always think direct drives, you're not showing any effort, but they're just really darn good.
You thought anything about Devontae's week? 3 games this week, and he's averaged like 22 points, 13.7 rebounds. Have you ever seen a week like that from a guy?
No, he's been terrific. I know back-to-back games he was awesome. I think up at James Madison, he's about 9 and 8 or something like that. He didn't get double his rebounds, but
16 is what he had up there.
16 and 8. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, but I know back-to-back games. He had 21 rebounds last game and 17 this game. Huge week. He stayed out of foul trouble for the most part. Got to keep him in there. I told him just to tell me when he wanted to come out because we got some time to rest here, and this is a pretty important game to us. And needless to say, he's pretty darn good, and needed to keep him out in the court as much as possible. And sometimes and he's in good enough shape. He's kept himself in good enough condition that I don't worry about his conditioning. But. And he was being aggressive still. Wasn't shying away from anything, so that's why I kept him in the basketball game.
Does tonight show maybe a little bit of the difference between him and Brantley, where he's so good on the interior, but Brantley has that little extra to be able to step out and hit that 3 every now and then?
Yeah. Brantley, I don't know what his percentage is, but he didn't shoot it very well from 3 against us the first time. But yeah, obviously he didn't miss a 3 tonight, and so he was feeling it. He started feeling from the get-go, but the good news is we got the ball inside of Devontae, and so it got him in foul trouble. We got a couple guys in foul trouble, and so they were sitting on the bench for quite a while. But yeah, Brantley obviously can stretch the court, and he feels comfortable doing that. Devontae can stretch the court too and knock down some jump shots, but he doesn't feel as comfortable right now as obviously Brantley does.
When Devontae goes to the bench with about 5 minutes to go, does 4 fouls after picking up 3 in like 40 seconds. Obviously, at that point in the game, it's pretty late, and you guys are down a few points. How do you get your team to try to adjust there?
Yeah, since he had picked up so many so quickly, I I didn't want him to get his 5th foul out of frustration because he was a little frustrated. So that's why I took him out for like 2 minutes. And, the under 4, I'd put him back in the game. It was still, I don't know, 6-point game, probably, 6. I mean, we were within striking distance, I thought. If we could get a couple stops and make a couple baskets, it just didn't work out that way, obviously. But, any time he gets in foul trouble, you got to see time and score, how he's playing, if it's frustration and those kind of things in terms of dealing with it. Because if he'd have fouled out, there's very little chance if he'd have fouled out, the next possession, because he picked those 3 up pretty quickly.
You addressed the crowd afterwards. Obviously, this place has been a pretty good spot for you guys this year. What did it mean your first year to kind of have this environment at your disposal?
It's unbelievable. I heard a lot about it and was looking forward to being part of it, and it did not disappoint by any means. The support was terrific. Our guys really appreciate it. They don't take it for granted because they played at a lot of places in their careers. The freshmen haven't, but they've seen a lot of places in the CAA and no places like this. And, we just really appreciate it, and I just wanted them to know that. They stayed late into the game just to see those guys walk off the court one last time, to show their appreciation for the seniors and what they've done for the program over the last, if they've been here 3 years, 4 years, whatever it is. It's been great. And I've been fortunate that every atmosphere I've ever played at home or coached at home has been pretty good. And then this obviously, is a great place too.